This is for spoiled girls only. Let me tell you the story of how I became spoiled. So before I ever learned how to spoil myself, I was already being spoiled. And not just a little bit either. I'm talking full-blown, drenched in attention, diamond in the room type of spoiled, okay? I had a grandfather and I had a father, and between the two of them, I didn't go without a damn thing. My grandfather, honey, he was that man. And that man was something special. I called him Papa. And Poppy when I got older. He didn't just give me money, he gave me his presence and presence. He gave me his time, his attention, his whole heart. He took me traveling, just me and him. Man, and he and I, we went everywhere. I mean everywhere together. I'll never forget how he introduced me to coffee. I remember that like it was yesterday. He drove me to and from school. He gave me the scoop on everybody around town. He made the world feel like my personal fairy tale. And I loved a good fairy tale. He bought me my first cars, electronics, life insurance, set me up in CDs in my name, built me playgrounds, like literally all of that just for me. He fed me well, knew how to cook, play with me, joke, laugh. He taught me to garden and how to build things with my hands, and I learned that just by watching him. He talked to me about his childhood, his past, his dreams, like I mattered, you know? Like I wasn't just a kid. He made me feel safe, chosen. I was the most important girl in the whole damn world, and I knew it too. And my father, I called him Daddy. He was a show-off, and I was his favorite thing to show. In my emotions, though, I was a princess around him. He showered me with gifts, trips, food, cars, money, like clockwork. I never had to ask. It was already done. So you see, from the very beginning, being spoiled wasn't a lifestyle. It was a foundation. I was born into it. That's all I knew. That's all I was taught to accept. And it wasn't just them, though. It was all the men in my family, on both sides, my mother's and my father's. Every single one of them were providers. Not performers or manipulators, providers. I've never seen any of them not take care of their women. It didn't matter the situation, they provided. That's it. They gave homes, cars, clothes, travel, money, stability. They showed up to spoil their wives, took care of and protected their kids. They took care of everything, and they didn't complain. They did it willingly. That's just what they wanted and knew to do. They believed in showing love through giving, because that's what real men do. They pour into you naturally, consistently, lovingly, and effortlessly, okay? You can't tell me otherwise. I saw it with my own eyes. That was the standard I was born into. That was my normal. So when I say I'm spoiled, it's not just a vibe I'm calling in. No. Hell no. It's a generational memory of who I was. I grew up thinking all men were like that. But it turns out, they're not. And then I got older. And then they were gone. I had to face some hard truths. And no man's sense has matched what they gave me. Not a one. None of them has even come close. Not even close enough to breathe on what they gave me. So I had to learn to spoil myself. Not because I was some ego-driven queen trying to prove a point, but out of grief, out of disappointment, out of remembrance. Because the bar had been set, and I knew better. I knew what being loved looked like when it came correct. And I wasn't about to settle for scraps and unlearn that for anyone. So I stepped in and learned. I learned to pour into me, to protect and provide for myself, to speak gently to my body and adorn my world in softness, beauty, and expectations. I took up space. And oh, they didn't like that shit. I filled my own glass, crystal only. And now, I don't just desire to be spoiled, I require it. from me, from life, from anyone who dares to step close to me. Because I've seen what it looks like, not just once, not just in a movie, not in a quote. I was raised in it. I lived it. I watched it play around me like gospel. And boy, did we love us some gospel, honey. So yes, for a while, I was ashamed of being spoiled. Because people talk about being spoiled like it's dirty, like it's immature, like it's shallow. You're being selfish. That's unrealistic. Ugh. Like I'm ungrateful. Like a little brat that's asking for too much. Because some little 2-year-old tantrum they saw in a store once. Please, I'm done conforming. I'm a woman cultured in care. I'm a witness of and trained in being loved out loud. Being loved without shame. I should have what I want, what I need, what I deserve, when I want, when I need it, and when I deserve it. Especially if you want to be close to me. So tell me this, sir. You want to look at me, desire me, be around me, let me heal you with my presence, my softness, my energy. Be loved by me, travel with me. You want me to nurture you, stroke your ego, be your best friend, accompany you on trips and dinners and quiet mornings. You want me to be that girl? Then spoil me, generously, willingly, without needing anything in return. That's the cost of admission. And you know what? I'm not apologizing for that shit. Because us spoiled girls, we don't give a damn thing initially. We receive the damn thing, and then we decide if you're worthy of being in our presence. So if you're like me, and I know you are, if you were once a princess who forgot, or a soft girl who started shrinking to be understood, or became tough just to be understood, come close. You're safe here. You're seen here. You don't have to earn your softness. It's already your birthright. I'm your spoiled bestie, and we're going to live this luxurious, loving, high-standard, divinely feminine life together. Because now I know, and you will too. You don't just accept being spoiled. You expect being spoiled. You require being spoiled. You are already the gift. The least they can do, the very least they can do, is come bearing theirs. So come closer, spoiled girls. This era is ours, and it's just getting fucking started. Mwah.